Hi everyone, what's going on? Here is the much anticipated questions and answers response video that I said I would be making at the end of the week, so here it is. And I mean, it is really highly anticipated by everyone on the channel, really. I mean, look at that like ratio, holy smoke. And now, without further ado, let's get right into the video. So the first question we have comes from Burr Sound Effects, Burr SFX. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. And their question is, how difficult is it to find / get high quality sound or music in general from theme parks? Well, Burr SFX, sound effects, special effects, something effects. It varies depending on the theme park. Disney, for example, has several websites and several forums and several people all looking for audio. So audio's, I don't want to say it's a dime a dozen from Disney parks, but it's much more common to find audio from a Disney park than, say, from a Six Flags park or SeaWorld or Knott's Berry Farm or smaller theme park. There are of course exceptions to this rule, but overall I would say it's harder to find smaller theme parks audio and music than it is to find music from, say, a Disney park. With that being said, there are a lot of theme parks, Disney included, that use off-the-shelf music. So you can find movie soundtracks, say from Angels in the Outfield, the Danny Glover film, or music from Planet Earth, the BBC series, all off-the-shelf music, but you'll find them at a wide variety of theme parks. Of course, one of the best examples of this would be the Grizzly Peak Airfield background music that plays the Dragonheart theme, which is a Universal movie. And you can also find that exact theme playing at Universal Studios Hollywood. But overall, I'd say finding high-quality, rare audio from any theme park is quite difficult. It's more of a who you know situation versus where you look. Moreover, people may have it, but they don't want to share with anyone. And that's another contingency you have to look out for when you search for theme park music. So overall, I guess it depends on what park and what the music is you're looking for. But it's not as easy as going to your local Best Buy and picking up an album off the shelf. So hopefully this answers your question. The next question we have comes from Popcorn Leghorn. Wow, that is a amazing name. Anyway, their question is a double whammy. So their first question is, what's your favorite, as in my favorite, theme park track that I've uploaded thus far? Well, Popcorn Leghorn, let me respond to that question with an answer. I have to say overall I don't have a particular favorite track per se, but it's sort of a collection of tracks that I like to listen to whenever I'm in a particular mood. So for example, if I'm just chilling at home and I have some friends over and it's really laid back night, I will probably put on the New York Street Facade music just because it's some nice jazz and they won't get fed up with Disney music, which I also like playing but not in their presence for obvious reasons. And so sometimes if I'm relaxing working, I will put on the Potter music, or if I'm want to reminisce about Disneyland, I'll just put on the Main Street music. So I guess it really depends on what mood I'm feeling like that particular moment. So I know this doesn't help you in any way, but there you go. And for your second question, you wrote, also, what's your favorite park / ride? Ooh, that one's tough. Well, I guess it really boils down to Disney or... No, it's Disneyland, hands down. No other theme park can even remotely come close to it. And you can take that to the bank, Florida people. Anyway, my favorite ride within the park? Oh, crap. I'd say I have the biggest attachment to Space Mountain. Just because back in 2007 and 8, when the park was practically empty, it was walk on, and they would just let you sit on the ride and loop you through the entire time. Like, I think I must have gone in like 5 or 6 times in a row, just because there was nobody there waiting in line. So I'd say I have the biggest attachment to Space Mountain, and it's my favorite ride. With of course, the Michael Giacchino music. Because come on, no, this is no Season of the Force stuff over here. This is the actual pure Space Mountain. And for our next question, it's from a user called River585, and his post was edited. So there you go. And they say, "Are you going to be uploading more area loops for Universal Studios Hollywood? Please do. And if you are, can you include the area loop for the Simpsons ride area?" To which I reply, "Heck yeah, I'm going to be uploading more Universal stuff." Psh, me? My middle name is Universal Stuff. Come on now. You know that I'm going to be uploading more stuff. And as for Springfield, yes, that's going to be coming as well. As soon as I can prevent YouTube from taking down the loop as soon as it's posted. But it's coming. I promise. And our next question comes from Salvador Ruvalcaba. And they say, face reveal. No. Next question comes from a user by the name of Night Train. And they actually left 2 comments, but I left the second one in because he was right. And his question is, where do you get these loops? And I'm going to tell you where I get them, but you're not going to believe me because it sounds quite outlandish, but I don't remember where I got half the loops I currently have in my collection because I've accumulated them over a decade now. And I really haven't kept track of the sites and people I've got the loops from. It's only been very recently where I've been keeping track of the places I get them. So now, most of the time I get them from connections within the park, and I can't mention those people at all, but other places I get them from a site called mousebits.com, though that site has been infinitely helpful to me, and I highly recommend joining. I'm sorry I can't be any more detailed, I just don't remember. So hopefully I answered your question as best as you would like it to have been answered. But yeah, sorry I can't go into any more detail just because I simply don't know or remember. Thanks for your comment, Night Train. Alright, we now have one from Mr. Stuart Alvarez. And he says, "Can you please upload the soundtrack from the Earthquake ride in the studio tour at Universal Studios Hollywood? And also the old Fountain Plaza loop. Thank you." Well, Stuart, that's an excellent question. And I am planning on uploading some of the studio tour elements in the near future, but... Whoa. Uh-oh. This can't be good. Everyone just hold on. Just hold on, everyone. Nah, but I'm honestly trying to get my hands on the studio tour elements, or rather some of them, in the near future. So stay tuned. I'm not promising anything, but I'm certainly going to try. As for the old Fountain Plaza loop, well, let's just say it's on the way. I don't have a specific release date yet or anything like that, but it's definitely coming. So definitely have something to look out for between now and 2035. So there you go. Good luck. Alright, the next question we have comes from a YouTube user by the name of AdamTube. And they write, "Can you get the Toy Story Midway Mania song? ? My answer to that is, I don't know the Toy Story Midway Mania song that you speak of, but I will try to get all the Midway Mania stuff I possibly can, and maybe your song will be included in that. I apologize, I'm just not very well versed in California Adventure attractions, other than, say, California Screamin', Silly Symphony Swings, Tower of Terror, Obvi, and probably Soarin' over California, you know, the real one. Anyway, so yeah, I'll try to get some of that Midway Mania stuff, and I'm hoping that your song is in there. So, thank you for your question. Alrighty, and our next question comes from a YouTube user by the name of Vinny Romano. I'm not sure if they're any way related to my cousin Vinny or Ray Romano, but I'm sure he gets that a lot, so should probably stop talking about it. Sorry, Vinny Romano. And they ask, Any way to get a recording of the new Disneyland Railroad soundtrack? Love your work, by the way. Well, Vinny Romano, let me tell you something about the new Disneyland Railroad soundtrack. There is a way to get it. There is always a way to get everything. But I am unsure of the means in which desperate measures need to be taken to acquire such a soundtrack from the source. So, yeah, unfortunately, I don't see me getting it anytime soon, or at least a good quality version of it anytime soon. But, yeah, it doesn't hurt to look, I'll keep my eyes out for it, and if I find it, I'll make a video and dedicate it to Vinny Romano. Sound good? Excellent. Alrighty, let's take a look at the next question. It comes from a YouTube user by the name of A Magic Production, and they ask, what is my favorite Disney park and why? Well, A Magic Production, this answer is quite simple. Disneyland. Why? What makes Disneyland stand out above California Adventure, Magic Kingdom, any other freaking theme park, Disney theme park? It's because Disneyland is the theme park in which Walt Disney poured his soul. It's the park that all parks wish to be. And it is so conveniently located to where I live that it's 45 minutes away with traffic. So that is a huge bonus as well. Additionally, I have the most attachment to Disneyland and all of its attractions. So I grew up going to Disneyland, so it's the park that I grew the most attachment to over the years. I could tell you the amount of times on one hand I've been to Walt Disney World in my life, but I can tell you on two hands the amount of times I've been to Disneyland this year. So naturally, it's the park I prefer going to. So I hope this answers your question. Probably not very well, but hopefully you can get some parts out of it that are useful. Thank you for your question. And our next question comes from Seth Carlo. And they ask, what's your favorite Disney cartoon movie and why, past or present? And they also ask, which classic Disney characters is your favorite and why? Good question. I'd have to say my favorite Disney cartoon movie would probably have to be Fantasia. Just because it was the movie that first introduced the image of Mickey Mouse that I personally view Mickey Mouse as, with the blue hat and the red robe. And this image of Mickey has been the one that's been used countless times throughout the parks for, say, Fantasmic or Mickey and the Magical Map, or that random blue hat that was taken down in front of the Great Movie Ride, which is also being removed soon. Yes, that one. And as for a favorite classic Disney character, it'd probably have to be Meeko, the raccoon from Pocahontas. For no other reason than he's lazy and sneaky, and that's pretty much it. I mean, what else do you need? I mean, look at that guy. Oof. Holy cow. Sneaky trash pandas. And I believe our last question comes from a YouTube user by the name of Timothy Walls. Can you please upload the sounds from the Boiler Room and Tower of Terror? I know it may sound silly, but I would really appreciate any Tower of Terror related uploads. Spooky. Anyway, yeah, I'll be uploading more Tower of Terror stuff. Thank you so much to all who commented on this video and all my subscribers and viewers in general. You've been great. I haven't been able to do it as much as I'd like to, but I'm going to be starting to get back into it now. So thanks again, and have a nice day. No, don't say that. That's someone else's line. Anyway, yeah, thank you.